Hello everyone, this is VJ's Fridgy back again. It's time to review on something a little bit different. These are the home run traditional decks of cards, and then there is a mini 8-bit gold deck here. We'll look at that quickly. It says home run on top, you get the little logo thing, 8-bit playing cards, pixelated playing cards, and limited gold edition, and then there is the official Homerun Games seal. I believe that's what it says. Yep. On one side you see a little video game character. It says 8-bit gold and a sword. Then the other side you get a couple keys. It says Homerun Games. Top it says something. I don't know what that is. Bottom you get a barcode and some information. It is made in China, of course. And then in the back you see the back design of the cards. And then you get a seal. It says that logo on it as well. It's a little bit hard to open. And then you get the home run seal again, and you get a home run logo and a Nintendo controller. Oh, we'll just look at these quickly. Like I said, do get a little ad card. It has a guy holding up a sign, an old guy. It says Homerun Games, and it says 8-bit playing cards, pixelated playing cards, I believe. Or sorry, distributed by Homerun Games. It's dangerous to play alone. HomerunGames.com. Then your back design's just like the other gold deck that I reviewed eons ago, except that it's mini and it's got really thick borders. It does have a double backer. It does have embossing, like a linen finish, but it's probably plaster coated. Your court cards are just like in the previous one, as are the pips. I'll just quickly show you a few of them. If you want to see these a little bit better, I recommend checking out the review for the previous one. There's the Ace of Clubs, the Ace of Diamonds. That's what all the pips look like. Each suit is different. A little bank robber. One Joker. There's Joker in the corners, and on top you see a guy holding up a video game, and it says, "It's dangerous to play alone. Use this." Yay. It's a fun little deck, isn't it? You get that guy. You get that guy. All sorts of characters, video game type. There's Ace of Hearts. The code cards for the hearts are more standard looking. We'll see that again in a bit in the other decks. Here's the other Joker. It says Joker again, top and the corners. You see a guy, he's some kind of a robber with a mask on his face and a toque on his head. And he's holding a couple of pry bars, crowbars, whatever it's supposed to be. It says Homerun Games 8-bit mini gold on the bottom. And then the Ace of Spades says 8-bit miniature gold. And you see the pip, very interesting. And Homerun Games card company on the bottom. It's the first time I've seen them described as Homerun Games card company somewhere. But anyways, excuse me. You never know what you're gonna get with details A42 deck reviews. You get reviews, you get sneezes, coughs, fumbles with the cards. Obviously, it's a little bit harder to fan them. They don't fan quite so well. And that's that. Like I said, if you want to know more about this deck, go check out the other review on it. Then we get on to which one do I want to do first. Traditional 8-bit is the first one I'm going to do. It's the black and gold one. In case you're wondering how I'm just reviewing these now, way back when they did the traditional Kickstarter campaign last year, I think it was, they sold all these decks as add-ons, and I priced for them, but I only got the red and the blue because at the time they did not have black. They did not have these decks done yet, so they just shipped out the red and the blue decks. And then for one reason or I never got them until recently, and so I finally can review them. Anyways, this is the black and gold. So it's black and gold, home run on top, traditional 8-bit on the bottom, and you just get a gold spade pip. Traditional 8-bit, black and gold on one side, with the official Homerun Games seal. And then the other side says something. Manufactured by Homerun Games. That's what it says. It's a little bit hard to read that font. And in the top, it says Power something, and then Homerun Games. Sorry about that. Where was I? My dad was calling me. So yeah, it says that on top. The bottom is a barcode, and there is a Nintendo video game system. Clearly, this is not made by the USPC because they probably would not allow that, I'm guessing. And there is some trademark stuff, and it says, indeed, it was made in China, in case you haven't figured it out by now. The back shows you the back design, which is pretty cool. You see some spades, and some clubs, and hearts, and diamonds on there as well. Controllers. Seal is just a gold spade pip, just like you see on the front. Like I said, it's not USPC, it was a very small print run. It says here on the flap, multiplayer games require one game deck and another person sold separately. So if you want to play a game with two people, you have to go buy the person somewhere. And then you get the Homerun logo and the old school Atari controller, joystick. One thing I dislike about these is when I open it up at first, it was extremely difficult to pull the flap out, and it's hard to get the cards in the box completely, because you always get this. It's hard to get the deck in there because of how the box is designed, I guess, and then you probably damage them too on that little flap on the bottom. So poor design. Anyways, you do get this. It's a card. It's pretty interesting. It has a different king index in each corner, and it says pixelated kings, and it's rules to a game which I haven't looked at yet, but it's some kind of a game, and it's pretty cool. Then your back design. The back design is the same as the other traditional 8-bit playing cards that came out in red and blue in the same campaign, except it's black and gold. And you do get a double backer. That's always helpful. Jokers. You get this one. It says Joker top in the corners, and you see a guy on a, looks like a tricycle, is going, no hands. Homerun Games. Yay. It's even hard to get the cards into the pack, so I don't think that these are cut in a way that would allow you to actually ferret them, but I don't ferret shuffle very well, so I'm not going to attempt it. The other Joker again says Joker everywhere. Homerun Games, black and gold on the bottom, and you see a luchador. And I'll show you. Oh, if I try to put the card in, I don't want to go. It's a pain in the ass. The aces. You get this one. 8-bit traditional black and gold on top. Homerun Games card company on the bottom, and that's just a gold spade pip. The Ace of Hearts. It's a red pip. Hearts and diamonds have red. Clubs and spades have gold. This one I think is screwed up. It doesn't have a white border on it like every other pip, even the index, so I think they fudged on that one somehow, because you can see this one has a gold border on it. These have white borders, gold borders, everything except for that one, so whoopsies. And then we saw that one already. I'll show you some of the court cards. They're basically standard except that they're pixelated. We'll look at some of the black ones in the other deck for the hell of it. And then, like I said, the pips, gold and red. These ones, at least on the camera, it's a little bit hard to make them out. Anyways, you do get a embossed finish. I'm guessing these are plastic coated. I know it's not the greatest finish in the world either way, that's for sure. But they do fan a bit, and they spread somewhat, but not the greatest, obviously. You wouldn't buy these for fanning or spreading, that's for sure. Mostly for collecting, that's what I would say. The deck is very thick compared to a USPC deck. I mean, if I compare this, it's thicker than the damn USPC deck in a box, as you can see, by a few cards. So that's pretty thick, and that's why it's so hard to get them in the box. This next one, I like it. Kind of cool. This is a traditional 2600. It says inaugural deck on top, home run, and traditional 2600. And you see, you got the same kind of spade pip as in the gold deck and the previous decks from the first campaign. Traditional 2600 super finish on one side, no idea what that means. And then the official seal, manufactured by Homerun Games on the other side. Hard to read, as you can see. And then power something on top. Homerun Games, could be power strike, power something, I really don't know. Wait a minute, no, it's not power, it's poker something. That's what the other one says too. I kept seeing power from a distance. Poker size, I believe is what it says. My bad. My apologies. The bottom, barcode and trademark stuff basically. And there is an Atari video game system. If you've never had one of those, I had one a long time ago. It's a little bit hard to make out the details, but that's what it is. Back shows you the back design of the cards, which is similar yet different from the other one. You got elements from different games in it, and the pips, more on that in a bit, and then you get the pip on the seal as well. And in the flap, again, it says the same thing as the other one. Multiplayer games require one game deck, and another person sold separately. And then here you get the home run logo and the joystick again. And again, it's a black deck, which sucks, especially for a non-USPC deck, because there's going to be more chipping and damage, as you can see. You do get an ad card that says Homerun Games present 8-bit playing cards 2600, and you see some kind of a superhero or something with an M on his chest, and it says for use with the 2600 8-bit playing cards. So this, I don't know if it's supposed to be some kind of a gaff or a gimmick, but it says for use with the deck, or it could just be for fun. Any back design, pretty cool. Lots going on. You'll see there's little bullets being fired, shots being fired from all sorts of stuff. I'll show you more of that in a minute. You get a double backer, of course. Your ace of spades is traditional 2600. You get that scary looking spade pip, and it says Homerun Games Card Company on the bottom. And then your index, you see the pip is black with a green border. This one's even scarier looking. It's got 3 eyeballs and a few teeth. Literally a few teeth. I'll probably get this in the pack somewhere. I didn't get this one, the Ace of Hearts. He's being shot up. And this is from, I believe, Asteroids or Space Invaders. One or the other, I don't remember. And you can see it has a green pip with white borders. And then you get this one. 3 teeth diamond. Jokers, you get a Luchador. It says Joker again, top in the corners. Homerun Games 2600 on the bottom. This one, unlike the other deck, he's got blue instead of red. And the other Joker, again, no hands. And it says no hands on the bottom. Joker, side, corners and the top. And there's some kind of fading going on in the corners that I'm noticing. All 4 corners, there's some kind of fading. And you see the guy, he's on top of a little tank. Court cards, again, you get the pixelated court cards. You can see a little space of shooting stuff in the corner. That's pretty cool. Then we get to the number cards. Spades have black pips with green borders, and they feature Pong. You can see the Pong game, if you're not familiar with that. It's like the earliest tennis game ever. And it's like the first ever console video game. And it's just a ball bouncing around back and forth on a screen. Pretty boring compared to today's standards. So you get Pong. Then you get this one. I can't recall what that one is exactly. It could be Asteroids. I'm not entirely sure. It's been a long time. for the diamonds, I believe that was. Clubs, you get this one, which, yeah, I'm not entirely sure, it could be Space Invaders or something. You see a little spaceships flying around. And then you get this one. Actually, this one is Space Invaders, I think. And you can see it's shooting the spaceships, the aliens, and it's even shooting out the pips. It's pretty awesome. Just like in the old days when I played the game. You would see stuff like that. And colorful too. I like all the colors they got in there. Here you can see them shooting at each other. I think that one just blew up. So, I think this is an awesome blast from the past. Even though the quality sucks. Well, yeah, it pretty much sucks. It's not the greatest quality. I was going to say it's not that bad, but it's definitely not a USPC. Check that out. The 9, most of the pip is gone in this one, and this one too, halfway gone, so that's pretty awesome. 10, you can see on the sides here, they really outdid themselves with this deck. And I think if they had made it some kind of a stretch goal, I don't remember exactly how it worked, but if they made kind of a stretch goal and they put this art out there, I think a lot of people would have grabbed it and it would have done better, and it would have been USPC. But anyways, that is that. Apologize if the video is a little bit long. Again, doesn't sound the greatest. That is all I got. I'll see you next time.